Greetings and welcome to Chem 151, General Chemistry 1. I'm going to be your instructor, Mr. Michael Anhorn. And before we get started with the course on navigating the course and navigating Blackboard, I want to talk about the course entry quiz. So the course entry quiz is part of student preparedness. What it does is it tests your skills that are necessary for being successful in an online environment. In addition to that, since we don't physically meet on campus and you don't have a physical entry into the course, we have a entry point as the course entry quiz. So when you take the course entry quiz, you have officially entered the course. In addition, once completed, the course content will be unlocked. So if you have not completed the course entry quiz, you will not have access to the materials available in this course. So you won't be able to watch any video lectures, you won't be able to read any PowerPoints, you won't be able to access any of the lab material, you won't be able to access any quizzes, homework, exams, or lab material. But once you complete the course entry quiz, you will have access to all the material. The last official date to complete the course entry quiz is Wednesday, August 26th. But I recommend that you go ahead and do it on your first day of class so that you can go ahead and get started in the course. Now that we have talked a little bit about the course entry quiz, let's talk about how you can access it. So when you log into Blackboard and you log into your Chemistry 151 course, you'll be taken to the Getting Started menu. Here on the Getting Started menu, you will see that you have the course entry quiz, a link to the course entry quiz. So you could just click this and it'll take you to the course entry quiz. Additionally, you can come over here to the course navigation panel and you can click on course entry quiz and it'll take you to the quiz as well. Now that we have talked about the course entry quiz, let's look at what you can find under faculty information. So here you have my name, you have my email address, this is my campus work phone. I will most likely not be on campus for the remainder of the semester. I will most likely work completely from home, and this is a completely online course. So with that being said, you may not be able to reach me at my office phone nor find me in my office. But you can meet with me during office hours for virtual meeting times. And the office hours are going to be Tuesdays from 4 o'clock to 5 p.m. and Thursdays from 10 o'clock a.m. until 11 o'clock a.m. Now we will be meeting via Microsoft Teams for virtual office hours. You can also set up an appointment with me in order to talk with me via Teams if you cannot meet during those times. You just need to shoot me an email and we need to work out something that works for both of our schedules. Now just a little bit about myself. I actually grew up in Raleigh. I graduated from Broughton High School, which is situated right outside of downtown Raleigh off of P Street, off St. Mary's. And I actually attended Wake Tech for a year following graduation from high school. From there, I finished out my time at UNCW to get my undergraduate degree in chemistry. While attending UNCW, I conducted independent research and really sparked my interest in chemistry, and so I decided to attend graduate school. I actually graduated from Virginia Commonwealth University, which is located in Richmond, Virginia, with a master's degree in chemistry. This master's degree was research based, so I had to do a thesis and give a defense on my thesis. While I was at VCU, I did, as most graduate students do, I spent some time teaching as a graduate teaching assistant. So I taught labs and I taught recitation sections. And so this really sparked an interest in teaching. And then I had an opportunity to pursue a career in teaching upon moving back to North Carolina. And I joined Wake Tech's faculty roughly 2 years ago. So I've been teaching here at Wake Tech almost going on 2 years. Now that I've shared a little bit of information about myself, I want to go back to navigating Blackboard and trying to understand how you can access different materials. Okay, so like I said earlier, when you enter the course, you'll be taken to the Getting Started tab automatically. And so you have the course entry quiz, we've talked about that. But what you will also have available to you is going to be the lecture syllabus and the lab syllabus. You need to download both of these resources and read these resources. I will also upload the division and departmental policies. That will be a separate file, and I'll upload that at a later date. You also need to read through those departmental policies and make sure, and division and college-wide policies, and make sure that you're familiar with those. Now, I will have a syllabus quiz that needs to be completed. That will be updated at the beginning of the week, so that should be up on Monday. Additionally, you will have a link to student support, so if you need any type of support, you can click on this link. Maybe you need some IT help, so we have Wake Tech's help desk. You have the catalog here. You have academic support resources, so you can access information on the ILC or the Open Computer Lab. And then you have additional college-wide resources like DSS or International Students Office. And then you can see the rest of the list here. If you need any of that information, it is also populated in student support here. So you could click on this tab and you have access to all the student support that is available to you. Okay, so let's click on the lessons, lecture material. So this is where you would find the lecture material, but you can see that I have, and let me make this smaller so you can see that I have an item here that is posted. If this is the only item that you see, it's telling you to go complete the course entry quiz, because as we said earlier, if you have not completed that, you will not have access to the course content. So you need to go back to the course entry link, or find the course entry quiz link in the Getting Started tab. You will also see the same thing for the lab material. So if you click on the link for lab material, you will see that it tells you you have not completed the course entry quiz. Now, the WebAssign link, which WebAssign is a platform that we use for homework and lab assignments. There's more details regarding WebAssign and what types of assignments are required through WebAssign found in the syllabus, so make sure you read that information. This will not be available until until after the 26th, and then the collaboration discussion board will not be available until after the 26th. So the WebAssign, these two links, if all the students complete the course entry quiz earlier, I will go ahead and make these links available to you as soon as possible. And I will make an announcement once these two tabs are available. So speaking of announcements, I will make weekly or bi-weekly announcements with important information regarding the course or the course content or any upcoming assignments. And if you click on the announcements page, it will take you to the announcements page where you can see the announcements. Okay, now let's pretend I'm going to exit student view, and let's pretend that we have completed the course entry quiz. So once you have completed the course entry quiz, you will also have access to other materials. So you'll have access to the academic integrity pledge, which needs to be completed right after completing the course entry quiz. You will have access to the icebreaker discussion board, which is available and due by the 28th. So you need to complete the icebreaker exercise by Friday, August 28th. There's other things like the lab data submission tutorial. You will find that I will upload more material to the Getting Started tab as the semester goes along. So let's go back and look at the lessons. Okay, so our lessons are going to be broken down into units. So unit 1 is going to be chapters 1 through 2, and it lists the dates for you to understand when we are the dates that we are completing these assignments. So if you click on unit 1 material, well, let me go backwards. It actually tells you what is inside of the folder, right? So it gives you chapters 1 through 2 material, it tells you PowerPoint slides, practice worksheets if available, and then supplemental videos if available. So if you click on this, it's further subdivided into chapter 1 and chapter 2, and it tells you what resources could be found in chapter 1, and again it gives you the dates that these assignments are expected to be completed. So if you click on that, it will take you to the actual resources. So here would be the PowerPoint slides, and then here are going to be the supplemental videos, and then you have the PowerPoint slides for the second part of chapter 1, so chapter 1B, and then you have the second part of the supplemental videos, and then you also have chapter 1 quiz. So you would click on this link to complete the quiz, and all the detailed information is available for you regarding the quiz. You will have a quiz for each chapter. So if I were to click on chapter 1 supplemental videos, here would be the videos relating to material that is covered in the course. So let's move over to lab material. Lab material is broken down in a similar fashion. So it's broken down by experiment. You have 2 types of experiments. You have dry labs, which are going to be workshops. So they could be worksheets, or they could just be web assignments, or some sort of writing assignment. There will be details on the dry labs for you to be able to complete those assignments. And then you have wet labs, which we call wet labs, the labs that you would actually complete inside of the laboratory. But being this is a fully online course, we are doing virtual labs, and so you will have videos that you watch, and you will have to complete some exercises based on those videos, and you will have to take notes in your laboratory notebook based upon those experiments. You can find more information regarding the laboratory notebook inside of the syllabus. So a lot of information that you're going to need is going to be inside the syllabus. If you need some additional information regarding assignments or regarding labs or lecture or anything like that, I will be detailed either on just a Blackboard item like this, or I will make separate announcements regarding those assignments. So if you were to click on the first lab, which we don't have lab the first week, so the second week you would have a lab assignment. So if you click on this, it would take you to the safety video. So in this lab, one of the requirements is that you're going to be familiar with how to be safe inside of the laboratory. And so you would watch the safety laboratory video, and you would also read the pages on lab safety inside of the laboratory notebook, or excuse me, the lab manual. And the lab manual is either going to be purchased from the bookstore, or it is going to be uploaded to Blackboard. I'll have more information on that at the beginning of the class. So Monday I'll have more information on that. And then you have your Chem 151 lab safety quiz, so you have your quiz embedded inside of this folder. Okay, like I said, the labs are broken down by week and by type of lab, and then you have assignments listed inside of the item. So you can see for the measurement, significant figures, conversions, and density of a solid lab, your pre-lab would be due Tuesday 9/1, your in-lab assignment would be due Thursday 9/3, and your post-lab assignment would be due Thursday 9/8. So now that we have looked at both the lecture and the lab material, or at least how it is broken down within those tabs, let's talk a little bit about the collaboration. Okay, so the discussion board, you will have discussion board prompts throughout the semester, and they'll be posted in the collaboration section. But you'll always have this chemistry coffee house, which is a discussion forum where you can ask one another questions. This is questions related to material that you're covering in the course. You would not be allowed to talk about quizzes or exams prior to the due dates, but you could post questions regarding either quiz or exam questions if you're seeking help from other students after the due date. Obviously, if you're posting things regarding assignments before the due date, then we're looking at some issues with academic honesty and academic integrity, and I know that none of you want to go against the policies presented by the college and the policies presented by me. So wait till after those assignments have been, the due date for that assignment has passed. And then here, an example of a discussion board assignments listed here. We have an icebreaker assignment, which is what I was talking about earlier, which was found in the Getting Started tab. And then we also want to talk about WebAssign, right? So if you were to click on WebAssign, it would take you to your student portal, and you would choose the Chemistry 151, Section 5201, and then you would find the WebAssign assignments there. I'm not going to go through WebAssign. There are plenty of tutorials out there for students who have not used WebAssign, but WebAssign is very common in the courses here at Wake Tech, so most of you have probably used WebAssign in other courses, so you should be familiar with WebAssign. But if you're not, there are plenty of tutorials that you can find online about navigating WebAssign and submitting assignments. And then there's also a tab on course resources. The course resources tab is just going to have additional resources related to the course. So if you were to click on course resources, right now I have a few items listed in course resources. I'll continue to upload more throughout the semester, but you can see that you have instructions on how to use Microsoft Teams, which is a good document to review, because at the end of the semester you're going to have to, if you don't use Teams prior to the end of the semester, you're going to have to use it to present your laboratory notebook. So we're going to do a laboratory notebook check at the end of the semester, and you'll have to meet with me virtually. But again, I meet with students virtually for office hours or just general questions, and we use Microsoft Teams. So you've already been added to the course. You just need to read this document to figure out how to navigate Teams. And there's other things that are more related to content in the course, like a list of required polyatomic ions, the ones that you have to memorize. Here's the formula sheet. Here's a document on VSEPR theory. Here's a document on how to label atoms inside of Marvin, which is a drawing tool, which is related to WebAssign. So there's plenty of resources here already, but I'll continue to upload resources as we go along. And then on the student view, you're going to have a My Grades tab, which you can select, and then it'll take you to the My Grades page, which will list all the assignments that I have uploaded to Blackboard, and it'll have a blank if it has not been completed yet, and if it has been completed, you'll have a score there. I will keep the Blackboard Grade Center updated throughout the semester. and that way you understand where you stand in the course. Now, of course, as it states in the syllabus, I will try to get assignments graded and returned to you as quickly as possible. But any written assignments, those take a lot more time to grade. So, for instance, you have 2 formal reports that you have to do for the laboratory section of the course. It's listed in the syllabus, so you already know which labs you're going to have to write those reports on. But it's going to take a bit of time to read everybody's lab reports, right? So that would take me longer to get back to you than, say, a quiz on chapter 1. So I hope that you can understand that that takes time, and I'll get those materials to you as soon as I can. Well, I think that's going to be it for this introductory video, and I'm very excited to work with each and every one of you, and I hope you do well in this course, and make sure that you reach out to me with any questions and set up times to speak with me virtually if you'd like via Microsoft Teams. Come to office hours, take advantage of any student resources available to you, so like the ILC or the STEM Center. One thing that I want to point out is that chemistry builds upon itself, so the material that you are learning in the beginning of the semester will show up in sections further along in the course. So you will have to remember how to do things that we covered earlier in the semester to be able to be successful in later assignments in the course. So with that being said, you definitely don't want to wait till the last minute to reach out for help, right? When you see that you're struggling in the course, you want to go ahead and take advantage of whatever resources that you have available to you. If that's the tutoring services that we have here at Wake Tech, or if that's working with me, or if that's setting up a study group with some of the other students in the course, however you want to do that. But please don't wait till the last minute, and don't be scared to reach out to me. You can even just shoot me an email with any questions. But if you have questions and you send an email, please be specific in your email, right? Tell me what assignment you're looking at. Tell me what question you're looking at. Actually give me the information in the question, and then if your question can be answered via email, then I will shoot you an email. If it can't be answered via email, I'll just shoot you an email telling you that we should set up a time via Microsoft Teams for us to meet so that we can discuss that. Again, I look forward to working with each and every one of you, and I hope that you enjoy the semester.